Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who is booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, tipping the Clarista, sending things to the P.O. box, and purchases off the wish list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so very much. Okay, let's dive in. Let's get a little message. I did do a little pre-shuffle. This is going to be, we're going to do part of this reading here, and then we'll take the rest over. We'll dive a little deeper over in the extended on Patreon. That link will be in the description box below, as well as if you need anything else from me, that is also in the description box below. So I got out some different decks. Okay, shuffle around the energy here. We've got the Chariot, the Hierophant, which on this one is Unlearn. Okay, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Sacred Journey. Okay, and then the Human Myth. And a big energy that I'm getting from this is like it may tie into routine or like schedule or like kind of, you know what it really feels like? It feels like you are releasing, there's some sort of like, I almost want to say like obligation. It's not to say that you're necessarily releasing the obligation completely, right? You're releasing the idea of like the parameters around what would make this an obligation, right? So it's like you're not releasing the thing, okay, but there is some sort of like programming around the obligations that are tied into it, if that makes sense, right? Like, so an example that they're giving me is like a work schedule, right? Or in society we're so used to that kind of like 9 to 5 type of energy, or you've got to work this many hours in order to kind of keep your head above water, or and this feels like you're breaking past some sort of parameter that maybe you had like kind of put on yourself, or like society had put onto yourself. But it's like, again, it's like not to say that you're like gonna quit work, right? But there's this energy around it's almost like releasing the obligation of some sort of expectation of others, right? And work is just an example, especially if you work for somebody else. You probably don't have a whole lot of control over your schedule, right? This is just an example. This could come, show up into your personal life in many different ways. But yeah, there is an energy of releasing, you know, some sort of expectation, some sort of, because it feels like if there was an obligation, okay, that probably was pretty heavy. Okay. All right. What else does the collective need to know here, please? Something could have started in the summer, or something's carrying over from the summertime. I feel like you tapped into something, whether it be like some sort of, and with this tattoo fairy, that's kind of an energy of, being different, maybe even standing out in some type of way here. With the magic fish, the source of magic here, winter, fire element, rescued. Okay. Wait, let me look through these again. Yeah, something could have happened in the summertime. And maybe there's an energy. It feels like maybe And again, I know we're kind of like all on different time, like seasons and things like that. And this could, it doesn't even have to be like the most recent summer. This could have just happened in summer. It feels like there was an energy of like something happened in the summertime. There was some sort of rescue that happened in the fall, and then and rest, okay? And then in the winter, it's like some sort of like rejuvenation or some sort of fire that's coming back, or excitement or passion or confidence or um, yeah, I just heard somebody could have like, projected their fears onto you here, okay? Yeah, we have human myth with forget me not. Okay. So again, this is like, especially with the human myth, we have the magic fish. This is, doing things differently, okay? Releasing some sort of, again, it's some sort of programming that says that, I don't know, it's created some sort of limitation, right? It's kept you from being kind of in the flow, I feel like. Um, Source of magic, summer drying. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Tell me more about this source of magic for the collective. Yeah, this source of magic could have done something in the summertime, maybe, or just doesn't have to be. But we have Three of Swords with the Judgment. Tell me more. Three of Swords with the Judgment. Balance, the Justice card, Five of Cups. There could have been something that's taken a little bit of time to rebalance itself, or to, I heard, come back to life. So if this isn't somebody else, okay, that did something, there could have been something that just happened that could have, maybe caused some sort of heartbreak. There could have been some sort of loss, okay? Somebody could have passed. Um, tell me just a little bit more on this heartbreak. Somebody could have been trying to do something towards your finances, your efficiency, your momentum is what it feels like. Feels like there's an energy of somebody trying to slow your momentum. Whereas like there's a space of like where the, I also feel like too, this could have just been wounds, right? Experiences that seem to be healing. There's something, and I picked up on this kind of also in Scorpio's reading yesterday, so some of you might check out Scorpio's reading, but um, it feels like this Three of Swords with this Five of Cups. Could have been blocking some sort of. But for some reason, I do get the feeling that somebody did something to, like, activate that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, put you, or something could have happened that could have, like, triggered another awakening or triggered some sort of wound or trauma. And this could have really like slowed some things down. I also feel like there's an energy of like somebody wanting you to, or maybe this was just something that you experienced, right? But it's like wanting you to kind of like judge yourself, okay? And like be really hard on yourself. Again, this is like, I feel like it's almost like wanting you to like question yourself a little bit here. Ultimately, they're showing me somebody tripping. Ultimately, this is like an energy that's either somebody was wanting you to feel this way, or you just experienced something that kind of reactivated this energy. Regardless, it definitely served you because I feel like you're breaking free from this with this Hermit card here. But it feels like it could have been right with these like wounds. It could have really been kind of blocking. Maybe like your magic or something like that, right? Something along those lines. Yeah, but we have the Eight of Swords in reverse coming out here, which tells me that you didn't play the victim in this situation. Whatever this was, you did not play the victim. You did not allow this restriction. Yeah, there's a restriction that you were unlearning here. And that's that energy that I was picking up on, right? It's like releasing the feeling of being obligated in some type of way. Tell me about this summer dragon for the collective. Emotional stability, wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, rebirth. The Fool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, we have the Tower with the duality. This was like somebody I feel like that could have been trying to bring in some sort of upheaval possibly, but it could also been the duality, right? That was bringing in the upheaval, right? The Ten of Swords with endings of this like again, it feels like a paradigm. It's like releasing this, it's like obligation or like expectations, but it feels like I don't know, in a certain area, in an area in which it's like kind of a big deal to release this, right? It's like, you know, it's very freeing. The Knight of Cups, though, with the Ace of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands. I feel like there was like this determination, right? Um, to continue moving forward or to continue. There's almost like with this Fool card, it's like rather than like running from something, there was almost this energy of like practicing curiosity. Um, hmm. Tell me about this tattoo fairy for the collective. Eight of Cups with the King of Swords here. Three of Pentacles. There's also a release of some sort of emotional attachment to whatever this is as well. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, here's that shadow work I was talking about. There's something that's like leveling up here because of like releasing some sort of emotional attachment or some sort of ideal about, you know, again, some sort of expectation. Um, I feel it's basically, I feel this is a big energy of like releasing, you know, and some of you, you could have already been kind of like stepping out of that, of the expectations and doing things differently and things like that. But this also too is releasing like, you know, maybe like the overthinking about it, right? Queen of Wands being very confident in the decisions that you're making, okay? Um, Promise that you'll hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. What's this lighting the way? Yeah, for some of you, there's like this energy of like, I feel like you are going to take some sort of big leap of faith, right? It's going to feel like a risk. But I feel like or you did this in the past, and there's some sort of reward that's coming. Because you practice curiosity. You didn't allow the fear, okay? Or it's like you learned some sort of lesson here. Again, it was like your curiosity. Um, This really is, it feels like an energy of like really challenging um society almost, or like I said, like expectations, or but there's something very important when it comes to like the way that you perceive something, the way that you view something, the way that the programming around something is being released. Like it feels like there could have been, it's almost like you knew all along, right, that whatever society was saying, like there's no way that that's, you know, but there was like this energy of like, of course the programming around it is like, that's what's developed, that's what's grown, but there's this energy of, yeah, you working hard to release some sort of ideal, um, that may have kept you stuck in some sort of like rut. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's I just started, it's hard to get back in the flow if you were never in it. So there's like this energy of like, how you start your day, and certain routines, and like I don't know, it just feels like there is, it feels like this energy of like you're no longer going to be living for other people but living for yourself. But also too, with this lighting the way, it's also like kind of allowing yourself to inspire others, if that is what you feel so called to do in some type of way here. It also feels like you're coming out of a time where you could have been very much in the shadow, right? Very much doing the shadow work, and kind of like, deep up in there. It's like a time of like, coming up for. Tell me I'm supposed to breathe with no air. It's like you're coming up for air or something like that here. Collective. So yeah, it's like some of you could be kind of in this uncertain stage, right? Or others of you're coming out of this, you're feeling a lot better. Some of you are getting ready to take this leap of faith. But there's like, again, there's this energy of practicing curiosity and not um like not giving up with this determination. It's like you were very, when it came to whatever this was, right? It's like there was this determination. It's like, you know, um, it's almost like there was something inside of you that was like, I know that I'm right about this. I know that whatever this is isn't supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be a different way. And it's like there's just this energy of like doing whatever it takes in order to kind of like prove this, right? In order to change at least the paradigm in your own life when it comes to this. There was also maybe a gift that was given to you that had some shit attached to it. You know what I mean? And that could have seemed, it could have really seemed like maybe like a wish fulfillment, or, something like that at the time. Uh, If that's the case, this has been kind of released here. Yeah, there's an energy of, if there was something that was given to you, or somebody tried to attach some type of energy to you or your business or your home or something, in which it makes me feel like they really wanted you to kind of have anxiety or feel like you were not enough or that you didn't have enough or something like that. This energy is going back to wherever this came from very quickly. Okay, this person could be kind of like, they could come off as super adventurous or maybe very charming or whatever it is here. Okay, this energy is going back to this person very quickly. With the Chariot, there's a lot of momentum behind this. And if this person was intentionally projecting this type of energy onto you, the momentum was kind of built by themselves. They built that momentum by continuously sending you this energy. But again, it's like, I don't know, collective, you didn't fold. You didn't fold. And it really feels like there's just this, with this duality keep coming up here, the Lovers here. For whatever reason, it really honestly feels like, there could have even been like an internal battle going on between the shadow and your higher self, right? It feels like, that almost looks like, who, off of Wicked, right? Glenda and, I don't know. I didn't see that, but doesn't it, it's like the same colors. That's funny. It's like them coming together, but within you. This is what it feels like. It feels like there is this, look, we have the Queen of Swords, which is perceptive with the abundance, and the Star, rejuvenation with fulfillment. I feel like this is what's going on here. Like, yeah, somebody may have tried some shit, right? And if it attached, it's going back to them very quickly. I feel like this is clearing out for sure. They could have attached it to, a gift, or they could have just sent it your way. But it's like you were kind of on your own little mission. And I just really am getting this feeling that there's been some sort, whatever this was, that you were like determined or something like that. Like, I feel like I want to say like mission complete type energy here. I really honestly feel like your days are going to start looking different. What you're drawn to, your habits, your routines, like, I don't know. Because again, there's like this energy around like expectations from, like, releasing some sort of expectations that could have been kind of like looming, you know? Hmm. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna dive further into this over in Patreon. I don't know. We've got 3 more decks we're gonna use. I don't know exactly what direction this is gonna go in, okay? But if you follow us there, I'll see you over there. If not, I love you so much. Again, if you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. But this has been your reading. Okay, love you.